league. I also saw that you guys signed free agent and Shiloh Sanders.
I think he's a good football player. He's a heck of a tackler, and he knows the game very well.
Shiloh has a really good opportunity here. Shiloh Sanders has battled through a lot of adversity throughout his career, specifically his athletic career, and it seemed like getting to the NFL was a bit of a long shot after this last season that was filled with injuries. But he found a way to do it, and now he's got his foot in the door with a signed, he's signed to the Buccaneers, but he's not officially on the team. He's got to prove himself at camp or possibly prove himself to another team. So there's a lot of opportunity out there, and I think the CEO of Headache Gang is going to be able to take quite big advantage of it. So today what we're going to do is he actually dropped 2 videos. We're going to check to see what he is on his last days in Colorado before he leaves. We're going to hear some words from a few gentlemen, as well as even some words from Dion and Gilly, and some Browns people too. We have some people that on the Browns Insider, and then first things first, or not Browns Insiders, I'm sorry, Buccaneers Insiders, and there's no more important Buccaneers than I think Todd Bowles, the head coach for Shiloh Sanders, currently in the Buccaneers. So let's hear his words first. This is courtesy of my man Prime to Colorado. He actually had it. I couldn't find this interview anywhere. I don't know where he found it, but he had it. So I got the audio from him. Let's take a listen to it.
A lot more depth, if nothing else, but we think we have a lot more than just nothing else. We think those guys are very good football players, so they're going to help us play. And as you win and you get better, the competition gets more and more in camp, and we expect to have a lot of competition.
Pass rush, pass coverage, you and I both know are cornerstones to being able to play great defense, particularly in today's league. I also saw that you guys signed a unrestricted or undrafted free agent and Shiloh Sanders. You know Dion very well. I'm sure you've watched the tape. What's the expectation there? I know you don't spend a lot of time talking about undrafted rookie free agents, but this is one that I guess garners at least some conversation.
I think he's a good football player. He's a heck of a tackler, and he knows the game very well. He can see the game very well. So giving him a chance to play, we think he has a shot to help us from a safety standpoint and from a special team standpoint. So I'm excited to get him in here and see how he moves. I saw him tackle all year. I saw him make plays, but he's a very smart player, and he understands the game very well. So we thought it was worth a shot and see what he can do. And I think he'll show himself well.
First off, the chopped and screwed Prime to Colorado, that is one weird way to audio copyright thing. But besides, let's talk about the actual comments. Clearly, being of the Sanders family, I think he's going to draw a lot of attention. But I think more importantly, like he said, Todd Bowles is a defensive guy. So when you have defensive guys speaking to other defensive guys and the likes of Dion and even Shiloh Sanders, I think you might even get a little bit of that leeway to really get into the other aspect, not just the player, but can he show that, hey, I can be a teammate? Can I show that I can be a special teams guy, right? That's going to be something that Jimmy Horn and LeJounte Worcester talked about immediately, right? And I don't think that's anything Shiloh Sanders is going to be shying away from. I know the kickoff and kick return has kind of changed, right? So now, while the different types of bodies might be used, I think that works well in Shiloh's, favor. He doesn't have to just be a blazing head knocker. He can be the type of that's Shiloh Sanders. I think the best thing, even though I'm not saying that he's slow, he's not the fastest safety in the world, but he can generate power. He knows how to generate power, and he knows how to get the ball out. That is a lost art in knowing how to not strip the ball, but how to tackle to get the ball out, a la Travis Hunter, Baylor. You know what I'm saying? Put your hat on the ball and make it pop out. And I think that's something that Shiloh has been able to do, textbook a lot of. So as much as people want to say, XYZ about him, overrated, this and that, I think he does some things that might translate to a good deal at the next level. So this is the video we're actually about to get into, but y'all saw Alvin Kamara was on the, he was in the place, in the space, in the station, but it seemed that he's also linking up with Shiloh and had some words to say to him.
You ain't on my team. You got to play against
right.
Me. Yeah.
I want to do it to you, bro.
Welcome to the league. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Over there celebrating, feeling good.
Hey.
I gotta give him.
And then I called my guy down there in Tampa, Coach McGahee. I told him to put you on all special teams.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Hey, there you go. Hey, see. Hey, he is not afraid of no special teams. I love it, man. I love to see it. So now after that, let's hear from Good Morning Football, and then we're gonna hear from the insiders, and then after that, I think we have a few more clips from Shiloh himself, and then we're gonna hop into his video. So let's hear from these guys here.
He's kind of that physical
These
presence,
are the Bucs insider
good
on
awareness
YouTube.
down in the box, that physical, hard-hitting safety, but also I think he's the guy that could be a physical presence on special teams coming in, so he can certainly add depth in the secondary. We saw kind of the issues and the laundry list of injuries that the Bucs went through last season, but can kind of shore up and compete for, starting safety position.
And I think that's very positive, right? From the concept and the perspective of wanting to find your place. If not the family, but you would say what's it called? Fan base, right? If the fan base and insiders know who you are as a player, and I think they described Shiloh Sanders, or at least a lot of what Shiloh Sanders to be pretty accurately, that box safety guy. And I think, we could talk about the advantages and disadvantages and the changing of the dime / the X player / the free. So like there's a lot of intricacies there. I think I said that right. I hope so. There's a lot of gosh darn diversity in there when it comes to that. There's a lot of more particulars when it comes to that conversation about the ever evolving position right there. But when you talk about someone that you want to be, being a DB and covering a tight end is not really about just being strong. It's also having the mentality, right? It's having that mentality that, I might get cracked. I might have to take on a block from a man that weighs almost 50 pounds more than me, right? And I think Shiloh's got that ability to be able to stick with tight ends, right, and still be able to maneuver there. Now, I'm not saying I want Shiloh on any slot receiver. That's where it gets a little sticky. But I think he provides a bit of a spring and a bit of a availability in that, like you said, box safety, because he is not afraid both to get his ankles taken. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But DJ Giddens is a special back. I don't want y'all to keep playing that. But I think also he's a player that is not afraid to just stick his head in there, and that's worth a lot in the NFL. So we'll see what that is. Let's see what Good Morning Football has to say though.
The one thing I will point out that didn't get as much love. Shout out to Shiloh, his brother. You saw on YouTube. Yeah, you saw on their YouTube, man. He really took the pressure off of Shador, and you could just see him make light and make positivity of the situation. And it was a really cool thing to see where he jokes about with his family and his friends, like, dang, bro, if you slide, what they think of me?
Yeah.
And that was really cool to see. Shiloh's going to be playing in Tampa Bay this season, and, that's a great locker room over there. I know Shiloh will fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do think, kind of like I was alluding to, right, to be able to make the league in a place where, and even in that last clip, they were talking about how, these already got people in the Colorado staff that know Livingston well. Deion's already made those calls. I think the first step, which is the thing that Shiloh is focused on, I know, and should be focused on, is just making the roster, right? Whether that's special teams, whether that's third string safety, right? Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. I think he's going to be grateful for it and take advantage of those opportunities, and the fact that he has some of those things kind of already intertwined in there, right? Hey, it's the benefits of being a Nepo baby. We're going to be honest with you, but it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing because I think Shiloh is a great guy. More importantly, like he was alluding to, we made a whole video about how great of a person Shiloh Sanders is and what he did for his little brother in that situation when he really didn't have to, right? And I think he didn't just do it in like it wasn't just like a cringy way. It was like, oh no, like he's like fully into it. Like, nah, dog. You know what I'm saying? If y'all doing it, like the jokes were good. They were timely. They were consistent through up until he got drafted. He celebrated hard. He celebrated as hard as he, bashed on himself or did whatever to make his little brother feel good. And, I think that's a masterclass on what that family is and, the kids that Deion Sanders has raised. But let's check it out. We got a few clips. I think the one is from Shiloh. By the way, y'all go check out Shiloh's Twitch. He's been posting clips on YouTube. I see them while I scroll by. So y'all go check him out. Maybe trying to get his streamer bag on. And then this is post draft. This is the first thing I guess Shiloh had to say. I think he's getting his hair done in this.
I'm just grateful.
Yeah, he's getting his hair
that
done.
The Buccaneers gave me this opportunity, bro. I probably thanked God like 30 times today. So I didn't get the call. So now my brain goes into like, well, dang, let me go with my dad. Hey, everybody was laughing because I said I had to get a new agent that I fired my dad.
Wait, that's cap, right?
Yeah, I didn't fire him, bro. Bro, when you know that guy got your back,
oh man,
I'm not even gonna lie. God put us in the best positions for the best opportunities that we can get, both of us.
Yeah, that was funny. That clip is funny. He said, I believed you. I believe that he went ahead and got him an agent, but apparently that's cap. He was just doing a little bit of trolling. It's good in the hood. That's great to see. And I just love to hear that from Shiloh. Like I said, you're just gonna see the reflection for Shiloh and Shador when it comes to the way they're looking at these opportunities, and that's like, hey, it's a gratefulness, right? It's an appreciation, right? So don't when people the people trying to humble the Sanders family, dog. Like what are y'all talking about? Y'all are hey. I don't know, dog. Y'all trying to humble people. Y'all trying to do this. Y'all trying to do all that stuff. It's like y'all don't actually know the makings of these people. It's kind of crazy. But let's hear it from Gilly and Coach Prime, and just the celebration and the importance and the love of Shiloh Sanders.
There you go. Shiloh, man. That's the guy right there, man.
Come on, dog.
Oh, man. I was proud of him, man. Yeah, man. He held it down. Shout out Lizzo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. You see that, right?
I mean,
got that 20. I mean, that thing shining, baby. I told you, Tom. You know what you gonna do. You gonna light that shit up down there.
Hey man, you love to see you love to see them positivities, dog. And then here's the Buccaneer safety room. Oh, apparently, I don't know nothing about this, but they said the Buccaneer safety room is thinner than gas station toilet paper. Does Shiloh have a chance to make the 53-man roster? I don't know, but let's check it out.
Ready before I even get there, so I can get there in shape. I can run all day. I'm just feeling good, you know. I feel real good about Tampa, bro. It's just a new place for me to go. I've been in Colorado for like 2 years now. In my whole life, we've always moved a lot. I've been really blessed with a whole life of change, you know, so this next change upcoming is really, really cool. I'm looking forward to it, but man, I'm ready to get on the road. We got the moving companies coming this weekend, and should pick out the spot tonight. So Tampa, I'm gonna be there soon.
Oh, I muted myself. So I muted myself. No, I love this, and if I could, you know, before we even get into the video, and that's what we're gonna do next. Both with Shador and Shiloh, but specifically with Shiloh because, you know, Shador is going to get plenty of attention, you know. But I think Shiloh, the work that he's been putting in the intentional work, like we talked about it with the draft. We talked about what he did, you know, bringing out the 40 people. We talked about the consistency there. And then, you know, a few days after that, you see Shiloh and Shador both putting in that work. Like these are kids molded by hard work. They might be Nepo babies. They might be whatever. But I think something that makes me even more mad and a lot of people mad is the people who have the resources. They have the opportunity. They have everything, and they just squander it, right? They don't really care about having that opportunity, right? It's just whatever to them. But these are two kids who, all right, I'm gonna try to make the best in one of the hardest leagues in the world and max out our advantages. So let's pop in on Shiloh Sanders. This is his final days in Colorado before Tampa. We'll give our takes and then we'll wrap this video up, man.
You're actually pretty fast, bro.
No, bro.
Why you let that long distance runner beat you in that race, bro? Yo, let me down. I had a payout, bro. Congratulations to the winner here.
Thank you.
I wanted to have to win the money, you feel me?
You want her to win the money?
Yeah.
Are you fast now? All right, show us how fast you are, bro. That's how they used to do me when I was young. Bro, show me how fast you are, bro. Let's see what you can do, bro. Let's see what you can do. Yo said he got fast now. No, it don't matter. I just want to see if you're faster now, bro. Dang, that boy Yo fast! Look at Yo. Oh my goodness, bro.
Nah, dog. We're gonna skip around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? See what this guy going on. He just yapping? Who this? What's going on here?
Nah, bro, you was over here nervous. Like, oh, I gotta run with Shiloh. I know he did to me last time.
So we'll start down there. I'll call the timeout. Y'all got within 5 seconds.
Yeah, you just have to get it under 5. Y'all see you doing all this stretching breaks so scared. I'm not gonna dust you, bro. I'm gonna run it to get it.
He's getting warmed up here.
Shit.
Oh, there it is. There's some work.
Nice. Good job.
There we go.
Back. Drive. Bro, a lot better. Shit. Bam. Open. Nice.
He does look smooth.
Bam. Good.
I feel like a lot of times when you watch Shiloh play, if they're,
Good.
you know,
Good.
if you are critiquing his game, I think something that stands out is that there's sometimes a stiffness, right? So the smoothness can be a lot more prominent.
Start getting on the field out there, outside. They got a beautiful indoor facility, but I don't know how much they use it though. So I gotta get. Honestly, it's not really the heat; it's the humidity out there. Like I remember going to Miami with Shador and Bucky. You walk out the hotel and it's literally just, you feel like you gotta take a shower. Like here, it's not like a sweaty environment for us. Like you're not gonna sweat just walking around. But in Florida, it's like that. But I'm hoping my prime time genetics, my Florida boy genetics kick in.
It's nasty,
and keep me safe from the humidity, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got that Florida DNA.
I got that
way back
Florida
before mine.
DNA.
I'm built for Florida.
He's gonna put in more work, but y'all go watch this video. Y'all go watch this video as well. He kind of talked about his last chance. He does some more drills as well, just to close it out. Like I said, and I want to stand on that. I think Shiloh has a really good opportunity here for a multitude of situations, not just because of his dad, but I think a lot of the connections. I think the way that special teams has evolved, right? I think he's gonna have advantage there, and just getting your foot in the door, I think, is enough. I think the Sanders, whether it's Shiloh or Shador, they always come off as people that the teammates like to enjoy and like to have and like to be around. And I think that does go a long way when you talk about NFL locker rooms. So I think he's going to be someone who can take advantages of all things. Like I said, hey, use every opportunity available. Just get on that 53-man roster, man. Get you a contract and get to working because hey, they can say you wasn't NFL Hall of Fame, you wasn't this, you wasn't that, but at the end of the day, not many people can say that they played in the NFL. I think that is something that is a remarkable achievement. We can sit here and yap about it and whatever, and you're not this and not that. I've played -2 years in the NFL, dog. So I think it's a pretty cool thing. Congratulations again to Shiloh. We'll keep checking in on him, as things kind of progress. Rookie minicamp, I believe, is just a week away. So Shadors, the Jimmies, the LeJontes, all the Buffaloes who will keep locked in with you. But I appreciate you keeping locked in with me. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't like it, subscribe if you enjoy college football content, NFL content. I guess we're doing NFL now. What else we do over here? Transfer portal. We do NIL. Right. Everything else in between, anything foosball, I just be keeping up with this. Is there anything in particular you want me to see, to react to? Leave it down below in the comments. Keep being great. I know you're great. Just keep it up, man. Big.